Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Summit Europe. We're live now for Game 2 at our best of 3. It's Power Rangers versus RoX.KiS CIS Bloodbath. Well, it was bloody for one team in Game 1. It was a very easy win for RoX.KiS, and now they are one game away from knocking Power Rangers straight out of the tournament, giving them the boot, the fist, whatever you want to call it, and, well, moving on to the loser bracket finals. From this format, only 4 teams emerged into the playoffs. Dog and Fnatic are the other two. They both won their winner bracket semifinals matches. They will play the winner bracket finals at a date to be determined in the very near future, and only one of these 4 teams will make it into here to Los Angeles. So there'll be the other European representative joining Na'Vi to hold the banner high. But yeah, with that being said, I'm LD Beyond the Summit. You're watching the Summit Europe powered by Twitch, and I'm joined here today by Pimp Muckle. Pimp, how you doing?
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, doing absolutely wonderful. It's a Saturday. The sun is shining right into my face pretty much here in my lovely flat. And what
we live in perpetual darkness, so what is the sun you speak of?
Oh, it's Foden's, but don't tell anyone. Yeah, not many people know it.
What is the sun?
How much better of a day could it be with Power Rangers up against RoX.KiS? And we've got the most amazing picks I can actually think of. Invoker Sand King. I want to say the next best thing to Invoker Centaur as some sort of global killing lineup. So yeah, let's see if RoX can just run away with the game once again here.
Yeah, this is a very gank strong lineup for RoX.KiS right now. It could be the BZZ Invoker or the Solo Invoker. They both do play it, but this is like your classic just aggressive RoX.KiS CIS style draft. Good ganking supports, good Sunstrike setup, decent late game potential with the Lifestealer Invoker combo. And Power Rangers, I'm a little worried for them. They don't have much to deal with Lifestealer. They aren't very aggressive or threatening in the laning stage because Rubik Shadow Shaman are just supports that just want to get levels and farm generally. So, I don't know. It's weird to see Shadow Shaman and Rubik picked up together. Normally you get one or the other, but getting both, that's a little awkward. They're both good setup supports. They both need levels, and they're both not very threatening early on. So, generally we see one or the other, but both together, this is a bit unexpected.
Yeah, and you really need your Shadow Shaman to have some levels up. Otherwise, you're not having any sort of lockdown. Rubik Marana, that's okay. You're gonna have some shackles, some hexes, all right. But Nature's Prophet, I mean, he doesn't give you anything apart from his Proud, which is, let's face it, not that great. And it all comes down to execution here, I feel like, for Power Rangers. Can they really just, I want to say, mind game rocks so they actually do not face their trial lane? Because so far, with the Lifestealer, Sand King, and Bane, even though you have your Marana-Rubik combination, which is kind of good, you are not going to be having a good time. Not against this sort of double range supports here, I don't think.
Yeah, we'll see what RoX.KiS want to do. I feel like with the Sand King, we'll probably just see him go into the jungle, focus on getting the blink. The Bane Lifestealer could go defensive trialing, and they can just pick up an offlaner here. Centaur was banned. Actually, look at those bans. 4 offlaners banned. So, who's left? Darkseer's the main one that comes to mind. Besides Darkseer, we got the custom draft. I can alt tab now.
Wow,
what
crazy.
other heroes are still out there?
Hashtag production value. I want to say a Timbersaw could be in here as well. He's very high mobility. We didn't see too much of him, yeah, but I don't know. I really like seeing the hero, and considering how aggressive this lineup already is, could be in here. But
there's Doom. I think Doom's a decent choice here. It's a little bit greedy, but they'll go Axe. Okay. Let the dunks commence. The chops will be strong with this one. This is a nice pick. Axe and Lifestealer, both of them can beat Nature's Prophet 1v1. They could go aggressive with Axe, Sand King, Bane. They can run a Jungle Axe and abandon the offlane. What else? Is there anything else they could do? They could run Axe solo mid, Invoker safe lane, and then go aggressive. It is a double melee tri-lane if RoX.KiS go aggressive, so it depends on if they get a good sleep setup. If they get a sleep Burrow Strike, that hero is pretty much dead, but if they're not finding the openings, then they are slowly getting weathered down, or just worn down by the right click. So, RoX.KiS with his X pick, I have no idea how they want to lane this, to be totally honest with you.
I want to say it all comes down to the pick of Power Rangers. If there is a favorable matchup for the Invoker in the mid lane so he can actually get his levels up, and so far it looks like it's going to be an exit Invoker, just so you have the damage and the global presence, because you have the team fight anyways. Maybe not. But against Power Rangers, I still want to say the teamfight should be RoX.KiS right now, at least. And there is no Puck. It was banned out, which would have been an excellent pickup here. So, yeah, there's I mean, there's still good heroes in the pool, but these teamfight controls?
This pick has to do a lot. It has to be able to win its lane. It has to have a lot of damage, because they're a bit lacking there. Templar Assassin is something to kind of think about because you're on the dire side. You already have Shadow Shaman, but TA gets run over by Axe. He is Battle Hunger. If you want to skill it, just destroys. Refraction, you can Berserker's Call TA out of Meld, and you can just dunk her through the Refraction. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to see from Power Rangers. I feel like this pick has to get a lot done, though. It needs to have damage, it needs to win its lane, and it needs to be fairly independent as well, because these supports can't really help mid. They're not good babysitters. They need their own levels. So I'm... PR, what's it going to be? It's got to be a jack-of-all-trades kind of mid. Unless they want to run Shadow Shaman mid. It's a somewhat unlikely possibility, but maybe they're forced into it by this aggressive draft from RoX.KiS.
Yeah, I actually agree. This could be working out, but the Invoker doesn't usually leave his lane if it's an exit Invoker, so your Shadow Shaman, who's really reliant on using his wards to push down these early towers for the map control and for the gold for this whole team, he suddenly can't get it done as good as he wants to. It's the same story with the Dragon Knight, actually, so...
Yeah, Dragon Knight's not bad here. Oh, they'll go Tinker. Oh, boy.
That's greedy, dude.
Tinker is a decent matchup versus Invoker. Well, it's a BZZ Invoker. Maybe it's not an Invoker going mid. Normally the safe lane player.
Yeah, you could.
But he is... it's hard to say. We do see the lifesteal going bottom. Okay, so it looks like it will be BZZ Invoker mid. And it will be solo on the lifestealer. A little bit of a switch up here for RoX.KiS.
Yeah, BZZ really likes him to Invoker. Although in the past, I saw him more on the X Invoker. So yeah, I'm imagining this is going to be coming out for him. Although even if you go Wex here, I still feel like it would be very good against the Tinker early on.
Yeah, EMP
if you did like those boots.
EMP is nice against PR's lineup, and also Tornado good for just canceling TPs from Tinker. You can scout him in the trees quite easily. So let's see how things go. Level 1 rotation from PR into the enemy jungle. They do lift the lifesteal, toss him back into an arrow. He has rage available, and with the stout shoot, I think he'll make it out. Yeah, well, he's got a tango. Oh. Use your tango solo. Panics. Doesn't do anything. Just gets nuked down.
Well, Power Rangers having a good start this time around. Way better than last game.
He could have used those tangos a lot quicker, and then he might have been able to fog them. But, well, in the end, he goes down, and RoX.KiS give up a first blood. That is a start that PR needed, because with this Tinker pick, he can maybe deal with the Invoker, but I still was very worried about their other lanes. Now, though, I think they're in okay shape. All right, let's introduce the teams, Pimp. On the dire side, you've got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers down 0-1 in the best of 3. There's a bug with Dota TV's score indicator, so we can't show the score, but RoX.KiS did take game 1. They're 1 game away from taking the series. FNG on your Shadow Shaman. We have Cheshire Cat on the Nature's Prophet. J4 playing the support Rubik. Moon on the Marana, and Scandal going jungle to start on the Tinker. Are they just... Okay, they're just abandoning the offlane, maybe? Or is he going safe lane? What's going on? Oh, Prophet's going to jump. Okay, that makes more sense. Derp.
All right, yeah.
Derp.
That's way better.
That was a derp.
Speaking of the offlane, well, we have one empty and we've got one taken. Axe is going to be handled here by Sedoy, and he's looking very fancy. Wow, this guy has got some cosmetics here.
These in the mid lane, we've got... They look fancy, but they're commons.
Okay, well, Sedoy. Apparently those commons are not too great.
What a pleb.
The scythe is rare.
Okay, right. the sword is rare, but everything else is very common and pedestrian.
Anyways, going up against Moon in the mid lane is going to be BZZ on his Invoker. Let's see how well he handles this one up. Goblek on his Sand King. Yol on the Bane Elemental. And of course Solo, he's going to be farming in a safe lane, which is, yeah, you mentioned this. It's a switcheroo here. But considering how well BZZ plays this Invoker, this is, yeah, kind of expected, I want to say.
The only issue that RoX.KiS have this game is because they picked a Sand King and Lifestealer, that they were going to have a double melee tri-lane or a Lifestealer 1v1 matchup. I still think they could have gone aggressive with the Axe, though. If you just sleep into Berserker's Call, sleep into Burrow Strike, and then into Call, that's a pretty scary killing combo. And, like, what are Shadow Shaman Rubik going to do when you come at them? The Shadow Shaman can net you, and then you just get Burrow Striked and die. Rubik can lift you, and then they just run because he has no damage. And Tinker is a decently scary with levels, but at level 1 in a tri-lane on tri-lane, he's not going to do much. But in the end, they don't go aggressive. So I feel like this is an opportunity lost by RoX.KiS, but it will allow them to secure a fast Sand King blink if they're not contested. And looks like the stacking will begin now.
Yeah, that's a good one. FNG still level 1. As soon as there's a level 2 up, maybe they can try to make stuff happen up against the X, but I just don't see this working out so far. And oh, actually, Moon here, you're taking some brunt of the damage here from the Cold Snap. It's only level 1 Cold Snap. Actually, no, with 2 levels up in the Quas, and we still don't know if there's going to be an Exort.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah, maybe.
This
yeah,
is
exactly.
generally your Exort build, but we'll see what he wants to do. No Blades of Attack, no boots.
Against Moran in the mid lane, though, you could even go Wax. I'm not sure.
Yeah, just these items are normally more of the Quas
Oh,
Exort
yeah.
items. But yeah, you still have that flexibility. And generally, well, when you see a player not skilling it, and it's not like Mirana's going to harass you, it's because he's not sure what he wants to go this game.
Yeah, well, we see very soon here. And let's see. Okay. Okay. Even skilling up. Whoa, he's invoking Ghost Walk. All right.
PR supports are not... I don't actually consider Rubik Shadow Shaman a scary ganking duo.
If you chain it perfectly, I mean, you've got such a great lockdown, I guess. And an arrow to boot? Maybe.
Yeah, it's okay. Shadow Shaman's just really slow. This hero has 285 move speed. And if they leave the top lane, Axe is just going to start bullying the Tinker a lot. He won't kill him, but he can get a lot of levels. He could creep skip and just be a total pest. The one thing, though, is BZZ doesn't have a ward right now. They dropped 2 wards bottom, and, well, I guess that's the main thing, is he's dark here. No ward in the jungle, no ward at the top road. So that does make sense, but it's a very passive build going Ghost Walk, Cold Snap. You're not threatening your lane with this.
As crazy as it sounds, it actually enables him to go way better at the creeps and stuff. So he can actually harass out Moon, because he knows whenever there's anything happening, well, Ghost Walk away and you're good to go, but here comes the rotations, Gob like... But can they really find the kill here? I'm really not sure. There's going to be a leap up, and they have to chain down everything perfectly if they want to take the kill here.
Oh, they'll start it with the sleep. They've got the Cold Snap follow-up available. There's no EMP invoked just yet. Though, where's that Cold Snap? It does get dropped. Then the Tornado's picked up, but the leap away from Moon might keep him safe. In come the supports. In comes the EMP, or just the Tornado, rather. The right-click on Moon brings him down. 6-3-3 on the run. 2 more right-clicks secure the kill. Now they sprout up Yol. It's suddenly a party in mid. 4 heroes descending on this lane. 1 more right-click, not enough. Yol, can he get out in time? No, J4 with those early boots. Boots winning games.
Yeah.
Das Boots.
Das Bierboot, yeah. So good. All right, well, the good thing is here, right now, FNG is getting a little bit of levels, and this whole exchange, he didn't die. And suddenly he's level 4. Suddenly you have a Shadow Shaman who's very scary. He's holding on to a skill point right now. Alright, here we go. It's the standard build. But still, this is actually helping out PR a lot. And great rotation from Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, that is very scary. I thought their support duo was very weak in the laning stage, but already getting boots on the Rubik, having boots gold on Shadow Shaman, that's the biggest issue with these supports, is when they don't have boots and they're walking around with sub 300 move speed and no damage. But level 4, they have damage. They can actually kill Sidoi here.
Yeah, well, there's just way too much damage. A March, just for good measure here, and yeah, that's all there is to it. And suddenly you can't just leave Scandal alone. You can just bully out the X as soon as anyone comes to the lane. And then you have your 2 supports roaming. That's wonderful for Pierre. And this is a style which suits him way better than playing this aggressive stuff in the first game. Way, way better.
Free farm Tinker being fed kills. And now he's got Boots of Travel. He skipped Soul Ring, he skipped Bottle. This is the other reason why you go aggressive. So you don't give Tinker free farm. You force him to actually build items that, besides Boots of Travel Rush. Now they are in a lot of trouble.
Whoa,
Tinker can apply pressure on all 3 lanes, defend all the towers, and on top of that, they can give the Shadow Shaman the lane to farm. So, RoX.KiS. Already, they're in a world of pain.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have a 5-minute BOT sub ready to go, now the courier is finally back in the base and it's going to be ferrying up the BOTs, but you're going to farm up your Soul Ring and maybe even a bottle in a heartbeat. That's so ridiculous. If you have BOTs up, Tinker is just exploding in farm. And, well, speaking of exploding, FNG here, he's going to be just controlling this DD rune. And they're going to be going for another kill here up onto BZZ. It doesn't look like it right now, but BZZ doesn't have his face boots ready to go. And he's got an Invoke ready, so he can actually Ghost Walk. But will he have the mana available whenever some sort of crazy action happens?
Yeah. He's got the phase boots. Quasflex Invoker actually hits reasonably hard with your chasing power and decent right click from the phase boots, so it's not a bad build, but it's for me, RoX.KiS, it's all about the Blink Daggers, and considering the Axe's start, it's really all about the Sand King's Blink Dagger. Until Goblet gets that and gets level 5 to 7, ideally level 6 or 7, they just can't do much. Like, their ability to exert pressure on the map is very lackluster. Bane, no grip, and also not a great initiator generally. There's a lot of ways for PR to cancel that grip. Yeah, so Until they get Sand Blink, I feel like RoX.KiS can't do anything. Could ward the Ancients, but they don't necessarily know Tinker has Boots of Travel this fast. I think he got them back at the tower and just immediately TP'd out, so I don't think he was spotted.
I mean, you can do some sort of math, but yeah, J4, well, do we see a kill here? No, there's a Mulachetta coming in. Do they have the deeps one more? Yeah, they have the counter ward. They're prepared here for the sort of shenanigans, and that's a good kill. Solo taking up one here for his lifestealer, and he was kind of left alone as well. But the thing is, what is more scary? Is snowballing Tinker, who's being fed kills, or a lifestealer who was being the victim of the first blood? And, you know, I want to say a Tinker, just such a gut feeling, you know?
Yeah, he's got Soul Ring. I still think it's worth going bottle, even though he's not mid, he's not going to be controlling runes, just because it makes your fountain trips quicker. Wow. Is that a record? Well, it's got to be close to a record, because not many Tinkers skip Soul Ring and bottle and get fed kills.
And he even got first blood.
Okay, no boots. So apparently there are no records for boots.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, like boots of travel, I mean. Even upgraded boots? Okay.
No, they don't count as an item on that Dota. It's really unfortunate.
What the hell, man? Boots of travel are a big item. Why boots? Yeah. Why you discriminate against boots? Dat Dota, Martin, please. In the words of immortal words of K-Poptosis. So that's a nice kill on the Rubik bottom. They also did take the tower, but the big thing for me is Godblack. He's up to 1,600 gold, has not been contested. With a timely blink, he could turn this game around for RoX. It doesn't look great giving Tinker 6-minute boots, but the traits are there. They're getting farm on the lifestealer. They're getting levels on some other key heroes. It's not as bad as... I might have made it sound like a doomsday scenario, but it's still not good. They need to keep the pressure up.
Yeah, and well, maybe you just find a kill onto Scandal here. Nope, absolutely not. March is just too good, man. Solar Force uses ultimate, 100-second cooldown. That's not that great, but it's not good for Solar either. Now he can't have escape to some sort of extent, and well, if there is rotations coming in, they could drop him. It doesn't look like it, though. They just rather have a kill here up on BCC or anyone, actually.
Yeah. It would be nice for them to put pressure on the Sand King as well, but it doesn't seem like they'll do it.
Oh,
Radiant team did drop an Observer Ward, so they have ward blocked that Ancient Camp, but yeah, as you mentioned, action top.
Wait. Can they really get 2 kills out of this?
Oh, yes, they can. And they'll get the tower. What a good place for the wards. That's a big win. They lost the Axe. He's level 7. That's a lot of experience. Shadow Shaman's out-leveling him. It's a level 8 Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
How close is he to Blink? 1,300 gold. He's got Arcane Boots. He'll have Blink Dagger soon. Oh my goodness. They can't give up this much farm to a support Shadow Shaman. They got to shut him down before it gets Blink, pimp.
Yeah, you talked about the greedy support FNG is playing on a Shadow Shaman, but if he gets the items, suddenly you're looking at such a great combination of pushing power, CC, and damage. It's just everything you can possibly imagine. So yeah, that's gonna be great. And of course, Cheshire Cat, man, he really knows his nature's prophet. TPing in, summoning Treants, immediate BOT. That was perfectly executed by PR. And just see those openings is just crucial. And well, fair enough, they get 2 kills in a tower. And well, this Tinker won't stop farming anytime soon.
Yeah, speaking of Scandal, almost has Blink Dagger. He seems to be skipping bottle, at least for now. And I guess he can go back for it if he wants it, but yeah. Level 8, he's max March. So pretty much the ideal build for a really fast Boots of Travel. You can go Laser Rocket build at times, but this secures your farm, and it's just a much safer build compared to Laser Rocket. If you're not getting kills, then you're falling behind.
Yeah, and Goblik now with his Blink Dagger, he wants to find a kill, but if they find a kill on the Rubik here, it's not that great. I mean, Rubik is level 5, he wants to have a level 6 up, but let's face it, I mean, the big player here to bring down is going to be this super annoying Tinker, and if you don't stop him, well, we just see what happens right now. He's just going to go ahead and farm all lanes and also push back the lifestealer, and if you force the lifestealer back in his own jungle all the time, if he can't get the lane farm, that's always a win for you when you're just farming 3 lanes.
Yeah, Goblik's going to move through the river, but now he'll reveal his dagger. I think he was just out of fog vision. But if he walks towards mid, he will give that up. J4's Heiny back. Seems to know something's up. They can initiate with the tornado here. And in comes the TP. They're ready with the epicenter, the tornado. The Tinker TP gets cancelled.
It's time wasted. It is so much time wasted. Now they're going to be going in, but do they have the... Yeah, okay, never mind. They do have the damage, but
lol.
It's a Rubik.
Do they have the damage? Who are you kidding? Yeah.
Why am I questioning?
They have the deeps.
Oh, FNG is pulling a 3-2-2 here.
Where's the call? Find Goblik way behind the tower, and he'll make the TP out, so they lose 1. Sankey was dropping low, and Sadoy can't find the opening there for the Berserker's call.
Big plays, FNG, 1-0 and 4.
These wards are working on the tier 2. They can't fight against them. Well, Axe can. He's taking a lot
I
of
mean,
damage.
Counter Helix doesn't work on them. So good.
They have
Meta
feed
against
script
the
mid.
Axe.
They'll drop it on Moon. Is there any way to stop this? The Tornado EMP available. Cold Snap deployed. I'll throw up the Tornado next, I imagine. In it comes. And Moon, unable to pop Moonlight Shadow. Hulk pop it now, but the fade time takes too long, and I'll take a spill.
It was smart play by Moon, though. He was waiting for the Tornado to come through, because otherwise it would have dispelled the Moonlight Shadows, if I'm not completely mistaken. Ah, cute plays. But once again, FNG smoked up bottom lane. He can't really find anything. So what is he trying to do here? Is he going to be backdooring this tier 1? Or, like, not backdooring, but doing a lot of pressure here? What do you think, LD?
I guess wants to see someone farm the lane, kill them, and then go for the tower. But he doesn't have wards for 40 seconds, so not going to backdoor. Does it actually dispel Moonlight Shadow Tornado? I don't think it does. I could be wrong about that.
Right? Yeah, it really shouldn't.
It dispels some things, like runes mainly, I know, but Moonlight Shadow cannot be purged, so okay.
Alright, yeah. Then
yeah, there was that patch where a bunch of spells became purgeable or were unpurgeable. I don't know when that got changed, but or if it ever got changed. But well,
yeah, there's like strong purges and the not so strong purges, and it's all very confusing.
Yeah. Either way, Lifesteal will work on the tower top. FNG does have wards in 5 seconds. He can go for a ward trap here. The phase boots are available though, so he'll need some follow up if they want to go for this. In the mid lane, BZZ just hiding out. Looks like PR want to defend this one. Not bringing the whole team in just yet. They do have an epicenter already on Goblak.
This could be big. This could be the fight they need in order to come back in this game. But, I mean, is it going to be here? Moon is just heading down to this top lane, and he's just walking. He doesn't care. He knows there's nothing which can kill him. Now Smoke is being dispelled, and they have the Fiend's Grip as well. They've got all the damage in the world, but here comes the epicenter. Moon, so much hate onto him. Is it really worth it? Leaps down to the low ground, and, well, they've got a brain cell, but here we go. It's going to be Scandal coming, but he's out of mana.
And while that was happening, Solo found the solo kill on FNG wards. Were not used there. I guess he felt he'd go down regardless. Holds on to them, but they'll give up 2, and they'll give up the tower. And bottom will be defended as well. BZZ with a nice rotation. So RoX.KiS getting win after win after win. After a slow start, they gave up a really early boots of travel on the Tinker, but they're right back in this one.
Yeah, and I mean, the Quas Vex Invoker is so nasty to play up against. And then there's even your Blink Dagger up on the Axe. And we mentioned this early on. Sedoy, he didn't have the best time at all, and still getting up a very timely Blink Dagger, considering how bad of a start he had. And, well, can they find the pickups? They need to shut down the Tinker somehow, some way, because he's currently on 1k gold, and he's got a Blink Dagger.
He's very farm, but they have a really good lineup to shut down a Tinker. Double Blink Daggers, good smoke ganking here on the Bane, and they have Invoker to scout him with the Tornado through the trees, and on top of that, they have Infest Bomb. So they have, to me, like almost the ideal draft to gank a split-pushing Tinker. That being said, he is very far ahead already.
Oh, arrow up on the Sedoy. No, it clips. Damn, that's a good one. And, well, sure enough, they have the damage. Cheshire Cat's ultimate bouncing through. Hey. I'll wrap around. But do they have the damage? No ultimate up from Goblin.
They don't have Epicenter, but he does have a Burrow Strike. Will be lifted. The Burrow will be stolen now. It's taken back the other way by J4. Goblak defensively slept to try and keep him alive. Yol now juggling it off of him, but it won't be enough. He still goes down. And are you serious? Already a Lifestealer Desolator.
Holy smokes.
Still, though, they lose 3.
That's such a nice old school build. I mean, usually it would have been treads into drums into Desolator, but this way around you have your movement speed, you have your rage, and then you have your Desolator. This is so much physical DPS added by the Lifestealer. And that's a safe lane farming Lifestealer. I mean, he's got 4 kills to his name. This guy's doing really good.
He's gonna, like, 3-shot the Shadow Shaman, if that, with this item. Same for the Rubik if the Rubik gets caught. And when Lifestealer rages, what does PR do? They run. That's what they do.
They sprout.
They ground
and hope
sprout.
It works.
Yeah, that's all they do. They ground sprout, they run. That's about it.
Exactly. You can't do anything else, I mean, given. But the thing is,
Whoa! Look at this. Infest Bomb, Desolator, Ghostwalk, Lifestealer. This is some
oh my god.
next level shenanigans by RoX.
You just need an Orchid up on BZZ, and suddenly you can bring down, I don't know, Roshan with it. You know, you've got so much killing potential. You can bring down anyone on the map. Okay, maybe not Roshan, but here, they're gonna be finding someone here. J4, he's food. Burrow Striker.
Poor Rubik. He doesn't have the stolen Burrow, but like, what do you do with that? There was no high ground to Burrow too, and down he goes. Meanwhile, bottom lane, y'all being pursued out by the Necro 3, but they can't really go on this. Just push him out of the lane a bit, while Moon will apply pressure top. So it's a farm Tinker, but his creep score is not that great. Only 70 CS. We saw the Ancients get warded earlier. He's still doing quite well, but is technically a lifestealer up on him by even more. Solo got the tier 1 bottom, he's 4-1-1, and he's more farmed. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but for now he is anyway.
Yeah, what we didn't see so far, I mean, we're just 17 minutes in, we didn't see any sort of split push shenanigans coming out from PR, and they do have it. They have a Nature's Prophet who's rushing this Necrobook 3, and he's gonna have it up very, very soon, just 300 more gold, and well, and he's gonna have it, as well as a Tinker. So there is the possibility of Rox Kiss just getting pushed into their own base, and they can't do anything about it. They had nice initiation, but can you find it? Like, that's always the question.
Yeah, well, the smokes are being used up. I think they're running low. They've got one more in the stash, and that's it. So they have one more smoke for the next few minutes. In fact, it is... Oh, actually, I can't see the timer because it's not on cooldown, but it's probably for a few minutes. So, yeah, the other thing is that PR can sneak Roche. Not only do they have the good split push, but they can do something with that. Here comes the Ghost Walked Invoker, though. Do they have a Sentry Ward ready? Nothing on PR. Oh, the gem. They do have the gem. They actually saw him, but didn't want to go in.
Oh, maybe they're scared. And El Sadoi. Oh, this could be big here.
Here comes the Infest Bomb right onto FNG. Solo just cleaning up, driving the supports back, looking for J4. They'll bring him down as well. Now it's Moon they want. With a Burrow Strike here, they'll find him. An Epi follow-up. Already the leap's been used. He can pop a Drum Charge and try and run away. But he takes the slow to the face instead, then turns around, drops the Starfall. The Sand King will tank. No, the arrow's still available. Where's that arrow? Comes through, but it hits the X. It's not the right hero. And in the end, they lose 3.
That was brutal. Cheshire Cat didn't have his ult. This could have been way better. Look at those guys. I mean,
he should
everyone
have thrown the arrow a lot sooner. Like, the arrow was sitting there. He could have at least killed the Sand King or maybe the Invoker.
Yeah.
But
also, I'm really surprised. Like, there was a march up, and no one cared for it. They just fought through it, and they didn't even take that much damage.
You know, the other thing Rox can do here is the Blade Mail strat. And this is very problematic for Tinker. If Tinker does not build a Yule Scepter, they pop through 2-3 Blade Mails, he just dies. Cold Snap on J4 mid lane, the Sentry Ward gets deployed. Out comes the EMP, or the Tornado rather. Man, I keep on mixing those spells up. What is my problem? The other thing is they stole the gem in the last fight. Goblak stole a gem.
No, the arrow off the mark. Didn't connect.
Well, drum charges are now popped. Our first drum usage of the game. Happy Drum Day! But that's going to be it. Yeah, they have the stolen gem, though. That's a big pickup versus Mirana as well. Now PR have to buy extra wards, and, well, the good news for PR is they can apply pressure with the Tinker. And he comes mid lane, and let the push commence.
Yeah, if you get one pick off, that's so good for them. They can just try and push down those towers. And also smart play here from Cheshire Cat, just always using some treants to scout things out. And that's so nice. I mean, you have to make stuff happen like this. And now Scandal completely out of mana. He doesn't have a soul cooldown. Oh, that's surprising. Alright, so he has to walk back to the base. Oh, he's kind of fast though. 405 movement speed. He's speeding.
Yeah, no bottle as well, which you normally see. And hasn't bought that first mana item, but we'll see a Mystic Staff now. I wonder if he considers Shiva's. I'd say Hex, like, 8 out of 10 times is the better item, but Shiva's does increase your farm speed more and accelerates your split push a bit better. So if PR just want to play purely split push Rat Dota, then maybe we see a Shiva's instead. I generally think Hex is the better choice, though.
Yeah, I actually agree. Could be in here. Still, it would be a huge commitment. And now, well, Tornado comes flying through. It doesn't connect to anyone, though. And the Roche is dropping fast. They can't contest it, it looks like. Maybe they just go and re-engage right after the Aegis was picked up, but nah.
Now FNG walks in. He will find BZZ on the high ground. Starts it off with the Hex, and then the turnaround. The Axe comes in. Slam dunk #1. Then the Epicenter. The follow-ups here from Goblak. Decent damage done. Hasn't killed off Cheshire Cat yet, but Solo will look to run him down with the right clicks. The dust wears off. Oh no, actually got lifted, and then the dust will wear off. So now Sadoi, another call, but he actually tanks the sleep. Solo, oh my goodness, that's not ideal, my friend. Now Solo diving for J4. He might kill him off with the Infest. Indeed, he will. Aegis was used up there as well.
Yeah,
the Mirana lost it.
That was excellent play from BZZ. He was dodging like arrows left, right, and center, and that he didn't die is just a miracle. I have no idea. Like, damn, but still, this could have been way worse for both teams actually. Like, some crazy shenanigans happening there on both sides. And, well, back to farming. And I want to say this favors PR, because they do have the mobility. Whenever there's like a 2-minute window, they can get more of the map right now. And they're doing a kind of okay job just pushing down the lanes. Cheshire Cat now bottom lane. Medallion Necrobook 3 up ready to go, as well as the Midas and Treads. So he's looking kind of okay. As well as, of course, the Tinker in the top lane. So, yeah. I mean, PR, It's still a very open game.
It is, but a lot of their strength is their ability to just split push, secure Roche safely, and then use that to fuel their aggression. So getting the Aegis, then immediately losing it, that's not ideal. FNG will find a double damager in here, but well, he'll back off. By the way, what happened to his gold? I thought he had like Blink Dagger gold a while ago. I guess he just went for Staff of Wizardry.
Yeah, looks like.
He had like 1,400 gold like 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're right. Like,
Oh, did he buy?
about
He might have bought the
Blink
gem. I think did he buy the gem?
Oh yeah. FNG, he had the gem. I'm pretty sure he bought it as well.
Yeah. Evil not alone. So that's FNG. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like, I thought I was crazy. I thought he had a lot more gold than this, but he doesn't have a blink, which is it's a little unfortunate.
The question is, I agree actually with the 4 stuff here. Because if there is a life stealer just pounding on you, you have to get the hell out of there. And there's no way you can blink. And now, wow, he's going for a solo cut up on the Sudoi, but FNG, man, get out there fast. And the ultimate bouncing through, it connects in.
And he gets out. Nice TP. Oh, well
man,
played.
This guy. And gets the tower.
Who,
Oh, just your cape got it.
who needs Blink Dagger, right? My goodness. What a player.
Just have a TP scroll, that's all you need for mobility. Man, FNG, so good.
So Axe will go down. He is going Blade Mail, it looks like, and yeah, I am a big fan of that this game.
That was a triple AS class LD.
I think 2-3 Blade Mails are justified here. Scandal's not going for early Yule Scepter. He's gonna be a feed lord if they pop Blade Mails.
But do you want to invest like 6.6k gold for like 3 items when Skylar can just buy Yules?
Well, the thing is, like, it always sounds good on paper. Oh, you can just buy Yules, but in practice, he's kind of already committed to another item here, and he has to farm that Yules, during which time they can just be destroyed.
Oh, Goblik. Oh no. What? What the hell? Maybe they take down 3 more though.
Here comes the Infest Bomb. They lift up the BZZ Invoker though, and then they toss him out of the way of the arrow. That's not really ideal. Ah, then the Stolen Burrow Strike tries to make his way out. Can't quite do it. Meanwhile in the trees, oh, Sudoi already used the call. Could not lock down the Shadow Shaman, and once again, the slippery Shaman will make his way out. But the Rat Dota is really heating up here.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is Shiva, so Scandal goes for maximum split push.
Yep. Called it.
Enter Rat
You
mode.
did well, LD.
This is, I'd say this is the better, like, 60... Well, like, you know, like, ultra long game build, because it accelerates your far more than a Scythe of Vice. So, seems to me that PR want to take this, like, 50, 60 minutes in, potentially.
Yeah, you still need to go back to the sheep, though. And so far, wait a second, do we see any sort of Blade Mail action up? No. Well, Sudoi is going for 1, but that's it. So there is no need just yet. And even if you go Blade Mail, you still take a lot of damage. So if there is an opening for PR, they can just go and engage you.
Yeah, you can also just get a Blade Mail. Like, I mentioned going 2 or 3, but if they're not trying to break high ground now, which it seems they're not going to be able to, then it's still a good general item on Axe anyway.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Then looks like they'll go for some other items here. Godblack will build his way towards a Veil of Discord. Good synergy with magic damage, but they really have none. So, a Veil just for Sand Keynote still justified. It's enough on its own to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, it's still like the best damage you can get for the money. So, yeah. There's not that many stats, but it's good ones as well. So now top lane, though, this could be big here. It's a 3 vs 3, but you know what? They have the global presence here solo. Well, dodging the arrow, and here we go. It's going to be a turnaround. Cheshire Cat taking a lot of damage. Do they have the bashes? Where's the precision bashes not coming out? Ah, they have the damage anyways. The epicenter comes crashing through, but it doesn't connect at all. Oh, this could be big here. They can turn this around here.
He used the grip. I feel like he could have just used a Nightmare to cancel that TP. Sudoi comes in with the Blade Mail. Give him the chop. The Shadow Shaman falls. Moon will die as well. They insta buyback on the Prophet. But what's he going to do with this buyback? Well,
That was costly.
he's going to TP bottom and farm.
Yeah, and he can't.
The good news is Tinker is not dying. Scandal is 3-0-4. He's got 120 CS, though. He's so far behind. He's 5k down on a Lifestealer. When have you ever seen a Tinker this far down in terms of farm? And he's gone Shiva's build. I don't know how his CS is so low, honestly. This is one where like I almost want to watch the replay because that's incredibly low. He's 6-minute boots of travel.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I have no idea.
I guess he's just like he's spamming out the waves with March, but not securing any last hits. Like he'll just blink out immediately, worried about the ganks, and then the waves die, but he's not actually killing the waves. Or getting the last hits, rather. But yeah, that is... You'd expect more out of a 6-minute
Dire's top
Boots of
tower
Travel
is
Tinker in
falling.
terms of actual last hits.
Well, just a second. The new Roche timer, I didn't catch it. What the? What in the
so
actual?
each of these represents 1 minute.
All right. I mean, okay. I'm just done.
So this means it's got a minute and a half left. It was close to a... I believe it's close to a full duration. No, this whole thing's 12, Brian.
Okay. So it's a 12-minute Roche, I guess, like close to a 12-minute Roche, it looks like. Well, anyways, we got initiation here. Oh, that's a good thing, again, but he doesn't get the... He doesn't get it. He only gets Cheshire Cat. Well,
Yeah, the burrow
damage is
connects
coming
on
on
2. The
anyways.
follow-up could be there. BKB popped by Mirana. She's chasing. They have a grip. But where's that lockdown? Nothing doing yet. Now Solo gets isolated. He'll take a spill. The Heart Lifestealer goes down. Not tanky enough. Then Solo dies. That's a gem. It's 3 heroes dead. They're all on the run. Godlike will manage to blink his way out, but they've lost the gem here as well. 3-for-1 exchange. Completely isolated, and well, Burrow strikes out, continues to retreat. Arrow. Will this one connect? The Shiva's Guard finds him. Then the missiles come through. EMP Tornadoes here. There was no buyback, just the Invoker managing to TP out and return to the fight. So they save 2 in the end, but they lose a gem, and it's a 1-for-3 exchange. That was a dieback for Prophet, though. He bought back earlier, and he died again. So pretty costly.
Yeah, that was surprising, I want to say. But it all comes down to BCC not being there, or did I miss something? I'm not sure. I think it was farming.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like that little regular yellow sliver was the remaining like 8-minute timer, and then it turns red, and then this is the remaining. It's like close to an 11-minute Roche, basically.
All right, so the one in the top here is like
This is the
the
bonus
start?
3 minutes. This can be the 0 to 3, and it's close to the 3.
all right, got
So-
it.
Yeah, Gods was having
know.
some conniptions tonight, or earlier this evening, trying to figure it out, but we
All
figured
right.
it out in a matter of minutes, pimp. That's how good we are.
High five, LD, man. We're
High fives
so
all
next
around.
level.
So it
wow.
starts here, it goes all the way around, it gets to here, that's 8 minutes, and then it can go up to here, which is 11, or it could just stop here at 10, 9, or just be an 8-minute Roche, potentially. So,
Fair
mystery solved. I think this is a bit easier than the new one, but, like, damn it, just
lane.
settle on the clock. Top lane.
Well.
There will be Solo, caught out. He's been more trapped, but he just infests, pops out. I think he could have even gone in, though there is a DD on the Mirana, and a little bit nervous.
He's got a heart. He's tanky.
I think he
And
could have fought
can't
that,
get it
honestly. He'd Basher double damage, or Basher Heart, and yeah, Mirana's DD, but Mirana has BKB drums. She
Yeah,
doesn't have
there's no
actual
damage.
damage items. She'll get caught. There's a Scythe online for BZZ, then comes in the Axe. Give him the chop. Give him the dunk. There we go. Well, Lifestealer gets the last hit.
Oh,
But,
no dunk.
He got high, at least. When
Yeah, he was,
way
he was
above
trying.
the rim.
Exactly. It's all about trying hard, right? Well, and there is a side up onto Cheshire Cat, so there is a lot of important items coming now up for both sides, actually. The heart is going to be so crucial in those fights, especially against the Tinker
Radiant's
spam.
bottom tower
You can
is
just
under attack.
completely ignore it.
Yeah, they don't. They even have a decent lineup to gank the split pushers, but they don't have a good lineup to push out the lanes. Like they can clear waves quickly, but they're not that mobile compared to the
Well,
Tinker Prophet.
FNG... I think FNG is like dead, and he's got a gem. Blink, 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 blink. Oh.
Your rares are gone, pimp. No mercy for the Power Rangers fans. Well, maybe
Oh.
there is. No mercy. Man, he was really out there. Just chilling here by himself. Dire Vision is non-existent.
I wasn't sure about this at all. What
He
happened
didn't
there?
have wards either. It's like he was just waiting and hoping someone would... I think he was just waiting there to set up a Prophet in Prophet Tinker gank. Like, he's like, all right, I'll initiate you guys TP in. We kill. But then he dies.
Yes. It looks always a bit clowny if this sort of stuff doesn't work out. Well, still, Tinker's getting some farm up, and now he's going for the hex. And the question is, though, how do you hex? Like, do you just try to perma-hex solo? Do you go for BCZ? What is the option here?
Ideally, everyone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Hex one, hex the next. Shivas will be spammed from the high ground. Solo. The attack speed slow down a bit here. Then the arrow comes in. This will land on BZZ right in the Kissa. There's no rage available. Then stolen. It will be the rage, and looking for the opening. dropping pretty low is the Roche. Rox Kiss not fully committed. Actually, a stolen Berserker. Rage comes in. Yeah, he blinks into the pit. Looks like a Berserker's call for a second, but I'm just hallucinating here. Then the Courier joins the fight. The wards get dropped from the high ground. They're trying to snipe this Roche. Goblet comes through with the epicenter. Connects on two, but FNG secures the Aegis. Force step up to the high ground. What a play from the Shadow Shaman. Looks to make his way out. Steals the Roche. Steals the Aegis. Gets out. Lives to tell the tale. Oh my goodness. How did he live through that? I don't know, but that was clever. They spammed the Shiva's Guard from the high ground. They spam the March from the high ground, then they drop the wards right here, and he force staffs, or he jumps in the pit and force staffs out to steal that Aegis. Nicely done.
That was triple A. That was really good play. FNG, I mean, he's finding a lot of crazy openings so far in this game, and if he doesn't, well, it seems a bit crazy, but oh, speaking of being crazy here, Cheshire Cat getting caught out, Goblet, but there's your Hex up onto BZZ, but yeah, he can still not get away at all. There's another Hex.
Just for good measure. Then the EMP Tornado comes out and, well,
wait.
He misses there on the Tornado, but...
Whoa. He's not dead.
Yeah, he's actually going to live. Then the turnaround. BZZ can be in trouble. J4 coming in, lifts him up, drops him down. Then the Tinker joins the fray, and Goblet forced to retreat out here. He'll just go for a straight TP. Shivas will give him the vision, the laser. He doesn't have the Hex hit on the Tinker. Meanwhile, mid lane, Sadoy jumps in as well. He drops the Berserker's called the Death connects on solo. Couldn't get off the Abyssal Blade in time. Well, he'll settle for FNG. He Abyssals him up, but there's no follow-up for this. The Globals are everywhere. PR are coming in force, in numbers. They'll bring down another. And FNG still has Aegis, so he can dive this. He fears no man.
Yeah. I mean, he really wants to dive so hard. He was telling us and showing us the whole game, and well, now he's delivering big time. 2-6 and 12 doesn't seem that crazy. It is still a very good score, but the plays he's making is always spot on, man. This guy is just doing some mad work, and back to farming it is, it looks like. And the Trico of Rox, I mean, this is not even really a Trico because X really falls off later on. So it is more like a dual core against PR, which is spotting triple cores as well as a Shadow Shaman, who's going to be having some item up in the future whenever he's actually farming. And so far, well, he's killing, but looks like he's back to farming right now.
Here comes the Infest Bomb, though. They will find Cheshire Cat top lane, and he'll feed. Spotted out by a Radiant Observer Ward. Just not much he can do at that point. They get these kills, but unless they kill Tinker and Prophet, they're not pushing. They can be annoying, but that's all.
So, still, Tinker's 166, yes, so... I mean, they're winning fights, I guess.
That is the lowest CS I've ever seen on a Tinker in a long time. I wish I could just only watch him first person just to see what's going on. To be fair, a decent number of these are Ancients, but yeah, the main reason he's farmed is he's 5-0 and 6 and they have towers. Like, his CS is very low. I'd say at this stage you could easily have 10 CS a minute as Tinker. J4 will get caught. EMP comes out. And it's going to almost kill the Rubik as he goes into Ghost form. Then the Tornado. That'll find him.
Oh, that was so close. He could have had his blink dagger there. Just like half a second. Really unfortunate. And there's some drawing on the map. J4 knows there's something, I guess. Does he know there's a water? I don't know. Anyways, I would have loved to have Mr. Commissioner Wu's opinion up on the Tinker here. I'm sure it would be hilarious.
He would probably have something to say about his fluxing.
Well. Puts a treble up onto Goblet, so if the game goes full global, you might as well go full global.
Uh-oh. You go full feed here if you're Scandal. He gets caught out. Then Sadoy comes in. There's a nice Hex, but still the Lifestealer's there, and they'll secure that kill. They pop the BKB on the Bane. They waste no time in getting these kills, but they're all low. Sadoy gets dropped. Well, then he goes down. Goblet will release an Epicenter, but it's only for an Aegis Shadow Shaman. Did they even get the kill? They will. Then on the backside comes the Prophet. He's rejoined the fray. He looks for BZZ. Gets Stephanie blasted in the face. There's a Force Staff and a Ghost Walk available. He'll get out. Solo diving deep for this one. He gets off the bash on Scandal. Scandal. Oh, can he kill him? No, he'll fast. He'll retreat out. Then the runaround. They're giving Cheshire Cat the retreat. The Tinker actually bought back for this. Cheshire Cat forced to run. The Tornado will find him. Lifestealer can pop out soon. I think they lost their... No, they still have the gem. The Bane actually lives. And, well, here's the game plan for PR. We don't even have to theory craft it. They want to go down mid.
Yeah, they are drawing it for us on the map right now. They just want to say, like, look, guys, we just go and head down mid lane right now because we bought back on our Tinker and we want to make stuff happen. And, well, that's the crazy thing about a Tinker. But, oh, this could be a big trap here. If he's not very careful, there's 3 people waiting for him.
There is a Blink Burrow Strike available, and they'll go in bottom lane. They start it with the Hex, but the Invoker's ready to counter-initiate. Solo gets lifted up. That arrow's going to connect. That's a long-duration arrow stun. It's about to wear off, though. He pops the Rage. He goes deep onto Rubik, and J4 will fall. Solo forced to retreat now, though, as the Rage ends. The Tinker will TP out. Bale able to live another bash. Solo. Oh, actually, that one was the Abyssal Blade. Now he gets caught in the Sprout, and he'll tank the Starfalls. He'll fall. Now the Tinker marching forward. He keeps on finding these openings. Another arrow. Moon is delivering in the clutch. They bring down the Invoker as well. Invoker dead. Does he have a buyback? They're hunting. They're looking for somebody else, but Sand King still okay. Burrows deeper in the trees. Oh, he's got no boots of travel, but they've stopped looking for him. He'll make it out. Well, this Tinker living by a thread. He dropped to like a third HP here, and if he dies, he's got no buyback. And they probably they probably at that point have to worry about Rax.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, K-pop, he's showing what's up here.
To be fair, Scandal is having his impact elsewhere, so I guess we can't flame him or anything. It's just it's odd to see a Tinker who had such a good start not having more farm, but he's still in okay shape.
I mean, he's going balls deep, right? So you can't really fault him for this. If he wouldn't have rejoined the fight on like a third of his HP, like you mentioned, this would have been going completely different. And he was kiting around the lifestealer, which is no easy feat to do at all. So yeah, now ward's being deployed, the glyph is forced out, but is there enough damage right now? Because you're looking at a 15-second death timer, and then Scandal has to TP back right now just to fill up his mana so they can actually fight, and I'm not sure here. It looks like the tower is the only thing to be taken here.
Yeah, all three lanes are pushing in. I mean, to be fair with the Tinker's farm, he is Prophet's competing with him for farm, and they do have a good ganking lineup, so he's always got to be worried about the Invoker, Shadow Walk, or not Shadow Walk, Ghost Walk, Hex, the Blink Bombs, the Infest Bombs, but even still, I feel it's quite low. Well, either way, PR, they force in the lane. They have not taken Rax yet, but they're in a pretty good position.
Oh, BZZ. I think Cheshire, yeah.
We've seen this movie before.
Yeah, it's a rebroadcast, guys.
There's a Moonlight Shadow, though, and there's actually no gem on these two.
Oh, no.
They don't have the gem.
That's big.
Now the Prophets, or the Tinker's going to come in. He could turn this one around. He'll find Solo with the Moonlight Shadow, but they want somebody else. It looks like, no, they do want the Lifestealer. They'll go back on him instead. Scandal comes in. The arrow's going to connect. The Shiva's Guard is there. The lift. Follow-up damage. They kill off Solo.
Such a big kill. He's got a buyback, though. Wait, does he? Yeah, okay, so he's got a buyback. And Moon knows BZZ is right here. But there's no gem on the up onto him as well. Alright, so everyone is going to be kind of fine-ish. And can PR make some play stuff of it? They do have the global strat ready to go bottom lane, but... Oh, they're heading top lane right now, and... Well, there's going to be at least a bit of damage on this tier 3. Necrobook minions. Only 5 seconds. Alright, so not going to be the biggest issue here.
There's still no buyback on Scandal for 2 minutes, though. Should he die here, they could be in a lot of trouble. And Godblack is available. Oh, he can't epi. He's being hit by the March. Barely clipped by them in this corner.
He's going. No, this is Whiff!
Oh, he tries to force it, then the BKB. They get the grip off. Something's stolen here. It's the Burrow Strike. They will lose the Nature's Prophet. He doesn't have buyback gold. They get the move speed here from the Axel. Do they have a call? No, the Blink was cooling down. Couldn't get in range for it. And then straight into the bottom lane. Enter rat mode. They surround the Rangedrax here. They'll bring it down with the wards. Then they'll focus the melee as well. Godblack's got to right-click these. He's focusing on creeps. Lifestealer will clean up the wards. But already the Rack's down to about half HP just from the wards. And sure, they lose Prophet, but there's no trade. It's really where the Tinker, if the Tinker dies, I think that's where PR, they lose their creep equilibrium, but just losing Prophet, it's not enough.
Yeah, and Tinker's gonna have a buyback up in 1 minute. And he's got the gold for it right now anyway, so... Yeah, Tinker, I mean... Even if you don't get the crazy farm up onto him, he is still super annoying, and... so, LD... Speaking of Tinker, what is your next item gonna be here? What do you want to see? Do you go E-Blade here? Do you get Dagon?
You could go Manta. Manta helps you split push as well quite a bit. You can go for the Mjolnir strat.
Oh, that's cute, yeah.
Yeah, keep on rearming Mjolnir and throw the buff on creeps so the lanes push. Bulba claims to have invented it. Fear claims to have invented it.
Oh, there's
I haven't
a lot
actually
of
seen it in play before, but on paper it's a decent rat option as well.
I mean, it's good in the fights, right? When everyone's got a Mjolnir buff upper. Right.
I think either Manta or Dagon E-Blade, but they're both decent.
I think E-Blade would be very nice here, just to E-Blade anyone who's getting initiated by this Lifestealer. Because let's face it, the Lifestealer, he's got phase drums, but that's all. And he's got a Rage. which is pretty good, but it's not the end of all worlds. It's okay, right? So if you can kite him around, and if you just delay him from killing anyone, there is not much other damage coming out. BZZ is doing some good work, but the big brunt of the damage is going to be this lifesteal. And if you just kite him around and E-Blade people up, oh, I'm not sure. This could be working out nicely, and it's another Roshan here. Who's got the cheese? It's still... Alright, you know, if you leave cheese, it's going to be better, right? Okay, never mind. Cheshire Cat. Picking this one up.
Yeah, no freebies for RoX.KiS here. They took game
Movement
1,
lane,
but well, they're not looking too promising in game 2 as the Bane will get caught out mid. He does have a BKB though. He's got a grip as well, but he's already too low. Even if he pops, it'll go down. Sadoy jumps in, but without the Bane here, without that grip, they're going to be on the run. Sadoy brought down low. The epicenter comes in from Goblak. It's a really nice one. He brings them all about to half HP, but can he finish the job? Remember, they still have Aegis. They still have cheese to worry about. There are some more buybacks. The Bane's bought back. The Axe is bought back. They want to turn this one around. Infest dodging the arrow. They've gotten rid of the Aegis. Now they'll grip up Cheshire Cat. He does a buyback this time around, though. Solo. Rage has just cooled down. He's also got an open wounds. Can the Rubik blink out in time? He pops this Ghost Scepter. They try to kill off the creep the Tinker's TPing to, but he can just rearm and TP again. Now he comes in. Round number 2. Fight. The Prophet's bought back. He'll rejoin this fight as well. Solo brought down. Sadoy brought down. They're all on the run. The 2-hero Sprout catches everybody out. 4 heroes dead. This could be the end for RoX.KiS in game number 2. What do they even have at this point?
2 buybacks, that's it. And one of them is BZZ, who's not dead anyways. So they have Goblak, but he doesn't have an ultimate. That was such a nice ultimate. Wonderful play by Goblak, but it just isn't enough. With 43 minutes in, suddenly everyone's way too tanky.
Go Power Rangers. They're looking good here, man. In game number 2, they're probably going to take it at this point. Cheshire Cat pushing in bottom, Scandal pushing in the mid. The global strat's finally reached its full zenith, and with the Aegis, the cheese advantage, the extra buybacks, they throw their bodies at the base. They'll prevail here, take 2 lanes of Rax, probably rotate top, take the melee and range there, and with all that, that could be game. PR up against it at this point. Or RoX.KiS up against it at this point. PR in good shape at this point.
Well, they need to make stuff happen. Goblak getting silence up here, but there's a blink out. Goblak, oh no, there is a scythe up here. Cheshire Cat, they can lose him. Did he buy back? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's dead for a while. Still, though, even with him dead, I don't know if it's enough. And Goblak will get caught by the arrow. The turnaround comes for PR. Then onto the Tinker. Jumping in on BZZ, drops the laser, unloads the combo, and PR find yet another kill. They'll work on the top racks here. It's just the 1 melee rack standing. RoX.KiS probably moments away from a GG. The epicenter finds Cheshire Cat, but Moon doesn't care. BKBs, just right-click the melee racks at this point. There's nothing else to worry about. BKB will wear off. He may be forced back then the Shadow Shem awards. Well, say goodbye to your racks.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing you can do. This is, yeah, it was a good one. Really well executed by both teams, and I love this Desolator pickup early on by the Lifestealer. It was really nice to see, like, 2-shotting the Rubik and stuff, but didn't work out in the end. He was just, I don't know, but what can you do against the Tinker? I mean, do you go Blink Dagger here?
They should have just laned it differently. Like, I did not like the way they laned this. They gave Tinker free farm and a defensive challenge with Rubik and Shadow Shaman as his supports. They should have gone aggressive. They could have gone Bane, Axe, Sand King. They could have gone Bane, Lifestealer, Sand King. Yeah, it's 2 melee heroes, but Rubik and Shadow Shaman have very low base move speed, and as soon as one of them gets caught, they're just dead. They have nothing on rage. Once one gets called or slept, there's plenty of follow-up. So I feel like RoX.KiS did not lane this correctly, and they've played really well since then, but giving away that much of an early start to a Tinker is always going to be a very difficult comeback.
Well, now it's do or die. They need to find pickups here. They need to just team wipe PR somehow, some way, and can they do it, though? Because there's Yol. Oh, no, he's getting scouted out. Scandal. Is he going to be going for it? Yeah, sure he does, and that's going to be an easy kill. No, blinks away.
The March.
Thinks his March is going to be fine, but... Oh, BKB.
They've stolen Alacrity here. The mid lane's going to push in with some Shadow Shaman illusions, while bottom comes in as well. Just being annoying with these illusions. He'll keep the creep wave back, so they won't have a double wave coming mid. It's all or nothing for RoX.KiS. They have to just go down the mid lane and try and win the game, but while they're doing that, Goblak is dropping low top. The Shivas comes out. He blinks out. He dodges the Shivas. Goblak is escaping an earthquake, but doesn't matter. The global warming might do him in. It's one last hurrah for RoX. They're down megas, but they'll try and fight their way out. Goblak will be on base defense duty while the rest of the team goes through mid. Already the tier 4's under siege, but what else can they do? They'll have to fight mid. The stand comes now. The Prophet's brought down the Bane with the ultimate, but really it's all about this engagement here. One last hurrah for RoX while their base is under siege. The Shadow Shaman Ward's doing quite a bit of work. Sadoy forced back and dropping low as well is BZZ. Solo still alive for now. Power Rangers just stalling. The Shadow Shaman, the hero. He's been the hero all game long, and FNG might well deliver here again. He will take a Sunstrike. I jinxed him. He'll go down. But he's drawn them back. He's pushed in the lanes. They've weathered the storm, and now 2 heroes dead. In terms of buybacks, they do not have a buyback on the main or the Sand King. 4 buybacks on cooldown. It's time to go down mid. If they want. They can also just wait for wards and then go down mid.
They can do whatever.
Yeah, that's the better way to put it. They can do whatever.
Yeah.
They can't even fight these creeps.
Ouch.
They're dying to the creeps at the throne. This is the end for Rox KiS in game number 2. We're going to a game 3 with elimination on the line. PR, pull one out of the hat. And they'll full kill off Solo here as well. Farming them at the well. Braining down BZZ. It's a team wipe. A fitty way for this game to end. 38-33 your final score, and PR will prevail. Wow.
Great game.
Well, they pulled a strat out of the hat here. This is not something I've seen PR run before. Not to say they haven't done it, but it's not been on my radar, and clearly it was not on Rox KiS's either.
Yeah, Tinker was kind of surprising. I agree. Scandal plays a lot of heroes, and I mean, Cheshire Cat Nature's Prophet is kind of known. But still, having Scandal up on the Tinker as well, that's a next level red, I want to say. So yeah, very good game. Can't wait for the third one here. Yeah, guys, if you're watching the Summit Europe, of course, powered by Twitch, I'm LD, he's Pimp Muckle. We were joined by K-Pop Tosis manning the stats, and we will be back for your deciding game number 3 after a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be back.